Okay, well, before I get into what Traza did, before I get into his apologies, Lizzo has been wilding on her dance team apparently. And you
And
know,
I
at
watch
first,
that nigga.
when I first
It's
heard
going
about
down
that,
in here. I'm with
I'm
the
gonna be
money
honest
team.
with you. I thought it was a joke because not really that I thought it was a joke, but I thought it was more so like an embellishment. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe they were joking, maybe they were doing too much. You know how like when I be saying the N word with the hard R, right? I be saying N word with the hard R, and for me
And I
that's
watch
okay.
that nigga.
But there
It's
are
going down in here. I'm with the money team.
certain blacks might find or take offense to that. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I'm thinking, yo, maybe when they said Lizzo was fat shaming, which is a hilarious thought on its own, maybe like there was some miscommunications or some misdialogues, because I'm fat, I can immediately just like since I'm self-deprecating, I can be like that to other people. And maybe they just wasn't okay with it, you know what I'm saying? Like on some friendly fire shit. But I read a little bit further and realized that it was more, you know what I'm saying, that meets the eye. Not self hate. I don't really think it's self hate, to be honest. Sometimes making fun of your flaws is the best way to kind of come to terms with them. Not that really being fat is a flaw. It's just like if it's something that you want to change and you view it as a flaw, then some people do that as like a cope to get over it for real. But I didn't think that it was just like blatant, you need to lose weight or you gonna get, you know what I'm saying, we gonna find somebody else. We're not hiring you. We're not keeping you on the payroll. You know what I'm saying? Nah, self-hate? I don't think so. I mean, it could be, but I really don't. I don't think it is. I think some people feel, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more comfortable with themselves by pretending that certain by like not pretending like certain flaws don't exist, because there's a lot of people that say like you're perfect the way you are
And I
and
watch
you're
that
so
nigga.
pretty or you're
It's
so
going down in
handsome
here.
or
I'm
you're
with the
so
money
this or
team.
you so that, and they be talking shit about you behind your back about the same things that they were lifting you up for. So I get it's a little anxiety around it. I don't really be like looking at people too crazy when they do stuff like that, but that's what I thought all that was in the beginning. That's what I'm saying. That's what I thought that was when I first heard about this, so I didn't really get no attention to it. And then I started reading, and she got people eating bananas fresh out the pussy, like a coating of pure woman on the banana, as if it wasn't slimy enough as it is. Now, when I saw that, I just thought that that's just kind of crazy, right? I did. I thought that was just kind of crazy. And I was like, that's the most random lie that anybody could make up about this situation. But then I found a clip. You know what I'm saying? There was a clip of people saying that Lizzo was asking around for this club where they shove fruit up themselves and they hand it to people to eat. So I'm like, oh no, like these allegations are becoming that much more true. Then I hear, you know what I'm saying, they're threatening, if you don't act right, you're going to get fired. You'll never work in this industry again. And you know what's crazy about it? This isn't normal. So if this was on some like regular industry, this happens all the time, I don't think people would be as surprised. And it's also surprising given what Lizzo's reputation is. Like, she's an advocate for self-love, and I want people to be empowered, and I want them to love their bodies, and I want them to be comfortable in their own skin, and I don't want them to feel taken advantage of, and all this other mumbo jumbo. Meanwhile, I mean, all this is going on in the background, so it's super shocking. Now, do I believe people are upset with
And I
Lizzo
watch
because she
that nigga.
disrespected and
It's
demeaned these
going down
women?
in here. I'm with the money team.
A lot of them, no. I think a lot of people already disliked Lizzo because she was fat and she was big and she was thriving, to be honest. Outside of that one random weird incident that she did like 3 years ago, I think a lot of people are justifying, you know what I'm saying, their disdain for Lizzo for being fat with this situation where they otherwise wouldn't care or would just brush it under the rug. Not
And
saying
I
that she's not
watch
still
that
wrong though,
nigga.
because this
It's
is
going
this is
down in
still
here. I'm with the money
disgusting.
team.
This is still super disgusting, super weird behavior, super abuse of power. You know what I'm saying? But it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate because I be meeting Dan. Well, okay, okay. Wait, hold on. Wait. That's not what I meant. When I say I know, there's people who are dancers. No. When I say there's people that are dancers, right? There's people that are dancers that I've met throughout my years, and all these dancers are cool. When I say dancers, no, I don't mean strippers. I mean, no, I don't be at the Banana Club, but I would like to go. You know what I'm saying? Me and all consenting parties, and whatnot, just to see what type of fruit that they really be shoving up there, because I really gotta know, like, what made you think that this was a good idea, and who decided to be the first one
really, Chef
to
Lizzo
eat
never
it?
liked her, but eating bananas or food out my girls. Hey, that's creative. I'm down for it.
That's what I'm
Thanks,
saying.
Lizzo, but F you.
Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah, so I was like, I know some people that like follow choreographers, and they have like dance clubs and crews. And if you've been to one of these spots, they are like super, I can't speak for all of them obviously, but they got they're big on safe spaces, you know what I mean? They big on safe spaces. So it's hard for me to look at dancers looking at like the main star, and they don't get jobs all the time. You know what I'm saying? They don't get jobs all the time. They're not getting paid around the year consistently. They get a gig, and I'm sure they happy as fuck about it, and they go back to their regular life. But for them to finally get like this break, and then they in an environment where they're being like abused and taken advantage of, and forced to do this or forced to do that, and being made to feel like your body isn't good enough to represent what we want the show to ultimately end up being, despite the fact that the niggas that are telling you this are like 3-4 times your size. And I'm not saying anything wrong with Lizzo for that being the case, but that's just like, it would really piss me off if a nigga was bald telling me I need to make, like, I don't have enough hair. Like, I would happily leave the situation, don't get me wrong. I would leave peacefully, but I would be so mad. I would be so pissed off. Because I just would be thinking, like, how do you make that make sense in your mind? Not only is that mentally draining, it's got to be ultra confusing. You know what I'm saying? It's like a weird world that they're creating in your mind to convince you that this makes sense. For you to be big, but then for me to gain weight is just like the bad thing. Or maybe, I don't get that. I really don't get that. What do you do? Wait, what do you do if you can't leave? What do you mean by that? Was she preventing people from leaving? Do I think I can take Lizzo? What do you mean by that? What if you shove a pineapple up there and it gets stuck? How do you explain that? First of all, how do you fit a pineapple in there in the first place? If you can fit it in, I'm like almost 100% confident you can get it out. I think the reason why most didn't leave is because most dancers struggled. That's what I'm saying. It's already hard enough to get work as a dancer as it is. When you finally get your big break, and it's with someone who encourages safe spaces publicly and talks about how much they want people to be loved and respected, and, we appreciate your bodies, and I love myself, I'm gonna love you just the same. It's like, damn. Like, damn, bro. Like, this is the situation that I gotta be in. That's fucked up. And you feel like you can't leave because they're going to badmouth you throughout the industry. Don't work with this person. I know this person. I got connections here. I got connections here. And she got this whole like little clique of people above you probably that are telling you shit and preventing you from leaving. You got to go to banana clubs and eat fruit that come out of strippers and shit. That's crazy. That's actually insane.